What's going on, everybody? Today we are going to be replacing the injectors in my 2023 KTM 125 XC, and this is also part of my KTM 150 build with all the parts coming from wolfmx.com. So again, big thank you to wolfmx for sending me all these parts, and the reason that we are replacing these injectors is because the 2024s come with 6-hole injectors and the 2023s have 4-hole injectors. And the 4-hole injectors do not atomize the fuel as well as the 6-hole injectors. So the 6-hole injector gives you better atomization, which will give you better throttle response and just overall running conditions. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and of course don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button. There we go, simple enough. We know it runs, we know we have no issues. So you just pull these struts out and your radiators just kind of push forward, and then everything else disconnected, you can pop it off. And we'll do this here. And we'll just have that we can take it off our light. And we'll drop just these off. Like I said, here, we're going to have to take all the way out. We'll drop. And we have all this too. For a couple, just a little bit, on the side. And just like that, yep. There we go. We can lift our subframe up, and we'll just tighten one of these bolts down so that it'll hold everything up and out of the way. It looks funky, but it works. And then we just have another hose clamp here that we pull off. Here we go. Keep it nice and simple. There we go. And then get the rest of the cable off of here. So on this side of the throttle body, peel this rubber boot. I'm just gonna cut this zip tie off. Careful not to make a gash in the rubber boot, and then I'm going to pull each connector. Here's the first one, and we'll do our second one. There we go. Perfect. For our throttle position sensor, it's just a 4mm to pull this cover off. And there we go, we should be ready to pull it up and out. These injectors gotta come out. So it should be these 2 bolts at the bottom here. There we go. All right, so Now I guess we just gotta pull these injectors off. Pop one side, other side, boom. So there we go, we got both clips. Ooh, a little too much there. Full of fuel. So it looks like we're gonna need to pull the O-ring off of our original injectors. And while we're at it, let's compare them. And man, that is a tiny little hole. But you can see this one on my right hand is the 4 hole. The one on the left is the 6 hole. Those are gonna be our new injectors. We'll put our new O-rings, or sorry, we're gonna reuse these O-rings. They're not really new. Press it all the way in, good. Again. Make sure your seal's not getting hung up or anything. Our clips we're gonna push on, and we'll try and get even pressure. Pop them both in there. Yep. And then we can put our bolts back in. So that should be all for our injectors. We've got those in, pretty straightforward. All right, so throttle body is in position. I'm going to put some dielectric grease on these connectors. Just put a little squirt in there. Just go for another. That should be plenty. And if any comes out, we'll just try and wipe it. There's one. Whoop. Losing our grease. All right, there's 2. And I'm gonna try and clean some of this grease up. There we go, we got the cover back, and we'll just zip tie around there quick. Then we can pop this guy in the boot. And if we go in there, you'll see on the throttle body, it goes right between that rubber piece. There's 2 little edges of it. Make sure you got it lined up correctly. From here, I'm still waiting on some parts, the ECU and the reeds, and I'm just gonna tear everything back down. And if you are not dealing with the reeds at all, don't feel like you have to take the subframe all the way back up. You can pretty much just take the tank off and then get to the top end, get to everything else from there. But hopefully you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next part.